Hey guys, Doyle here with Doyle's Basement Records. Hope everyone is doing well, man. I'm doing good this evening, guys. Probably about 11:30 here in Kansas City. Um, this is gonna be kind of an episode on kind of why vinyl's getting more expensive and kind of how it's thriving. So before we get started, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Please leave me a comment in that comment section. Let me know if I suck, if I'm doing it right for you guys. And remember, I don't have any editing or anything like that. So just bear with me. I'm just kind of winging it, and I always got my cheat sheet, I should call it. So I had to get a drink. I've tried this video like 3, 4 times, and something went wrong each time. But all right, we're gonna try to go for it again. Um, One of the questions I get most asked working in a record store, it's kind of definitely is going to be on the pricing and how pricing keeps going up. Unfortunately, I don't like where it's going. Some of these prices are getting ridiculous on some of these LPs, especially if you're looking at a 2 LP. Man, it. I don't like I said, I don't like where it's going, especially if the price keeps going up. I mean, the average LP right now is about $27. About a decade earlier, it's about 20 to 21 in that area. And with how records have been booming lately, I mean, my God. Because last year, I think the total income was like $626 million, and then they think this year will be about $1 billion, or maybe a little bit more, give or take a few. Um, man, the supply and demand is just getting outrageous. Like, people are spending money on records and stocking up on them, and it's great to see. Because I've always liked the physical copy. Even when I didn't own records, I always had CDs or some type of cassettes. I love music, so I'm one of those person who always wanted to have a physical copy. Some people are a lot, as you know, a lot of people like yourself are like me as well, and then some people aren't. I'll YouTube it, I'll download it, whatnot, pirate it, whatever. They do it like how they want to do it, but yeah, just seeing how record sales are going up. Like I said, I love it. It's great, especially I work in a record store, seeing a packed record store. It's a good feeling. And then talking about music, I just love. And then let's see what else we got on here. Oh yeah, and then on the Billboard magazine, um, they said some of these pressing plants they kind of average about 160 million records a year. It could the demand's higher. Like it is doubled. Like they can't they're not pressing enough for the high demand, so they could be pressing a lot more. They just don't have the capability of it right now. They're building more plants as we speak, which will definitely help. And then I've heard like those like people like I'm a sucker for colored vinyl, as I always say, but colored vinyl takes a lot longer time, which I kind of found that out recently. I didn't think it. I thought maybe a little bit longer, but not as long as I've been told. So like it could be an extra few months. I mean, just especially if you're doing all these different colored vinyls and instead of your typical black, doing these different splatters can take a lot longer. Um, and then with the cost of what was it the vinyl pellets have went up pretty bit. What was it? Oh, and they said it when in April the cost for making like vinyl went up 20% too. So even the making of it's getting up a little bit more pricey. Let's hope it stops right there. Um, and then the what was it? The Apollo Master manufacturing burned down, which was man, that was a big loss. Um, but one of the things that is good for, I guess, was really good for vinyl and the records. And I hate to say, it, but it was the pandemic. Our business was booming when the pandemic hit. Um, Man, people were stocking up. People I'd never seen before started buying records. People, you would hear them saying, "Oh, this is my first record player I ever bought," and they're either in their 20s, 30s, 40s. It didn't matter. People were buying records. And one thing that was great about working at a record store that is helping our industry are these younger kids buying these records. I This was a while ago, but it just made me happy. It's like a Friday night, about an hour to close. 8 kids, probably junior or senior in high school. That's 17 to 18-year-olds. 8 of them walked in. It was 5 girls. I'll never forget. 5 girls, 3 boys. Out of those 8, 7 of them bought an LP, and the one that did it saying he's saving up as a record player, saving up for a record player as he speaks. So each of those kids, like I said, at that age, bought an album. Some of them, I remember, they didn't spend much. I think most of them bought some used ones, but there were like 2 of them bought more than one like new record. So like I said, new records cost quite a bit, man. I mean, and then another thing, I'm kind of jumping off point here, but man, some of these records you see come in every week, you see the prices kind of keep going up. Like one, for example, that Pink Floyd The Wall, it's about a $44 album for 2 LPs, and don't get me wrong, it's a phenomenal album. I own a few of them. One's better pressing than others. It's a must-have in any record collection. Like I said, it's $44 plus change, and then you got to pay the man. That means tax-wise. But man, a few years ago, 2-3 years ago, it was about 35, 36, and now it's jumping. I mean, so it jumped up quite a bit. Not all albums have jumped up like that, but there are some that definitely in the last year have a few bucks more as it keeps going up. But man, yeah, as long as as long as these record sales keep going, they're not going to change the prices on these. It's going to stay the same, or it's going to go up, which is unfortunate, man. Because I think a standard LP, especially if it's just one, I don't think it should be more than $22. Especially if it's your standard black and out, a splattered. And then I think your 2 LP, because most of them are almost in their 40s. I think a 2 LP should be right around $30. And I know, I mean, because the record stores, we're not making much money on these albums. Like that Pink Floyd, I think we make like $8 off that album. And that's one of the higher ends. But most of the ones, like if you see an album $25.87, let's say, we're probably getting it for like $20 to $21 plus a little change. So $4 profit. There's not much wiggle room in these, and that's why it's hard for some record stores to stay open, man. Because and then especially with these big box chains from like Walmart, Best Buy, ordering from Amazon or stuff like that, Walmart, Target, whatever. How they can buy so many records and drop the prices down. Like I'll hear like people say, "Well, I can order this on Amazon." Well, duh, they're a billion-dollar industry. We're not a chain placement. There's one of us right now, So because I've heard like, it's $25. Yeah, but Amazon will sell for $20. Can you match me? No, because I would make like 10 cents if I did that. It's just. Man, but yeah, seeing the prices go up, it does suck, but people are still buying them. I will continue to buy them, of course. It is what it is, I guess, guys. But I think that's gonna be. I just want to do a little rant on this. Please leave me a comment in the comment section. Hope I wasn't too all over the place. I kind of had a list kind of go where I wanted to talk in order, but it kind of fell through kind of towards the end. But all right, guys, I appreciate it. Have a good one.